Hello, guys. This is Desmond Gray of Gallant Integrated Media. The topic of my episode today is Your Freedom is Priceless. Your freedom is priceless in the sense that as a man or a woman in the society, you have right to your freedom. So it's your human right now that confers this freedom on you. But oftentimes we happens to be the one negating this our freedom by engaging in criminality and certain frivolities that does not conform with the society, that does not conform with the rule of law, that does not resonate with the state. So when you begin to engage in all these things, you're going to be the one to suffer. You see, many a time we find the reasons to justify our wrongdoings. You see, morality demands that we interrogate the rightness and wrongness of what we are doing and the ideal at which we try to do it. But oftentimes we ignore all this. People come up with this excuse of hunger as a reason for certain crimes, hunger as a reason for certain evil. Without thinking, who is that man, who is that woman that has not been hungry for once? Who is that person looking at hunger the way it is? Hunger is natural and can only be sorted by food. So if the reason for crime is hunger, how long are we going to commit this crime? Because we're going to always be hungry. I would not be wrong to borrow this maxim that many days are for the thief, but one day is for the owner of the house. And talking about the owner of the house in this case, it could be the society, it could be the rule of law, it could be the state. And when your activities goes in contrary or in dissonance with these elements or these agents, definitely you're going to be the one to suffer. You see, people, they are caught committing crime, because they are hungry. There is a lot of things to do out there to get money. There are a lot of things to do out there to make our ends meet. Those things, they may look little, but most lives have been built on those things, and it ends in greatness. You can do laborer work at building construction sites. There are people who do laborer at seaports, at airports, at warehouses, and parking stores. There are people who get the job to do sales girl, salesman, shopkeepers, and all that. People do the plastering, electrician, carpentry, decoration, painting, and all that. Some are the high streets doing haircut, barbing salon, women doing hairdressing, manicure, pedicure, and all that. Some do driving. In some climes, people use motorcycles for commercial purposes to make their ends meet. Of all these things that have the capacity to make your ends meet, the only one hunger could push you to do is crime and criminality. You rob people at gunpoint, you stab them, you kill them, you assassinate people, you kidnap people, you scam people on the internet, you defraud people, do all manner of ugly things, nasty things, criminalities, all because you are hungry. Those people, those your victims, do you think they're not hungry? But they decide to do something to make their ends meet. And that was what attracted you now to rob them. That was what attracted you to attack them, to kidnap them. Would I be wrong to ask you, what is the color of this your hunger? Because this your hunger must have a special color. To have the only thing it can only push you to do is to commit crime and criminality. The moment you allow your psyche to be ingrained with criminality, be rest assured that you can only run, but you cannot hide. Certainly, you cannot hide. You're going to get caught someday. Eh, Trust me, if you don't mind, I will inform you that every criminality has maximum lifespan of 5 years. If you're not killed, you are caught. If you're not caught, you're placed under surveillance. And definitely you're going to end in jail. Or you're going to end in untimely death. Why not have a rethink? Why not think right? You see this you see these businesses that looks minor to you. These businesses that looks minute to you. These businesses that looks like joke to you. You see your friends, you see your mates, you see your relations, they start with little money, engage in one trade or the other to make their ends meet. You look down on those things, you ignore them, oftentimes you make fun of them. By the time you spend 7, 6, 8, 9, 10 years or more in detention, by the time you come back, you would have noticed that these people must have already started a giant stride. That you see them getting to a place of honor with that thing you ignored 7, 8, 10 years ago. By the time you come out of the detention or the prison, you discover that the world has moved from where you left it. You discover that the world has gone far. By the time you begin to go through the process of rehabilitation and adaptation, those guys must have been somewhere that you can never meet them again. So why not rethink? Why not withdraw? If you have not started, please don't start at all. Don't start at all. Don't. There are times, oftentimes people walk up to you to hire you to either kidnap for them or to assassinate for them. And to you, they regard you. What do you think these people feel about you? They must have condemned you. They must have seen you as someone who doesn't want living. They must have seen you as someone who has no ambition. They must have seen you as someone who has no place who has no dream. But I'm telling you today that you have a place in the society. I'm sitting here today to tell you that the world needs you much more than you think. That thing you are doing will never resonate well with the world. There are better things in you. There are better things that need to unfold in you. There are better things. All you need to do is to realize who you are. For that thing you are doing is not who you are and cannot be who you are. Please disengage. Disengage. If you are important to those people that hires you for evil, if you are so important, if they feel you are mentally and psychologically and academically sophisticated, why are they not hiring you to manage their company? Why are they not hiring you to be the manager of their company? Why are they not hiring you to be their representatives at all the conglomerates they have interest? Why are they not sponsoring you to occupy a political office if they regard you? Why? They buy weeds for you, they give you arms, and their children are in a better school. Their children are in a better places. If those things are too important, why are they not giving it to their children to do? Why are they not hiring their children to go and assassinate for them? Why are they not hiring their children to go and commit crime for them? Why you? Begin now to interrogate their reason for hiring you. Begin now to question them. Why you? Ask them, why you? Why should it be you that will do this nasty job for them? Please disengage from everything that is dodgy that you do. Disengage. The world needs you more than that. Have you ever seen, you must have had armed robbers having a confrontation with the police or with the military or with the security agents, firing gunshots and all that. Have you ever seen the armed robbers, have you seen ever the criminals mobilize for support? Have you ever seen them do that? But you can see that the police will always mobilize, the military will always mobilize, because the society, the criminals has no place in the society, that's why they cannot mobilize. Why do you want to take to a trend that has no place in your society? Why? You of all people. Ask yourself You of all people, please begin now to disengage. Please begin now to disengage. For you are far better than that shit you are doing. Please. There's no amount of money that can equate to your freedom. There's no amount of money that can buy your freedom if you truly know what your freedom means. If you truly know what your freedom stands for. I sit here to tell you that your freedom is priceless. Please don't jeopardize your freedom. It's certainly priceless. That will be all for today. Please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the notification bell that whenever I upload a video or whenever I am live on air, you will be alerted. Please share and drop your comment, and I'll be glad forever. Thank you so much, and bye for today. See you next.